Hello, I'm Svitek, 360 Creative Coach, and in this episode, I want to reflect upon why I don't really focus on short films. Now, this is not a knock on short films or anything like that, but it's something, the reason why I even want to talk about this is because a lot of times when I talk with my friends and say, hey, I'm going to be making this movie or whatever, they're like, oh, is it, they automatically assume it's a short film or something like that. And not that it rubs me the wrong way, but I just find that very fascinating. And the reason for me, I don't focus on short films is because I want to make full-length movies, right? Like that's what I want to do. I think there's something to be said about short films. I think they're a wonderful way to hone your craft. I think they're wonderful, in and of themselves. It's no different than like reading a short story by an amazing author. When done well, there's an art form to it. But for me, I've made short films in the past. I know I can do those, and for me, now I want to tell longer stories. In 3 acts, across 90 minutes, or whatever the case may be. And so that's what I want to tell. And, it's interesting, even with my first movie, people are like, oh, well, you've got some really good stuff here. Why not just make it a short, or a series of shorts and this and that? I'm like, again, because I'm not interested in that. As someone that, before that, I'd never written and directed my own feature film. And that, in terms of where I'm at as an artist, that's where I want to go to next. I want to progress into that, And so, again, not a knock on short films, but if I want to get better at feature films, then I have to make them, quite simply. And so that has been my focus. And I think the reason why people say, short films and so forth, because not trying to knock them, but like, good short films still cost a lot of money and so forth. Like there's short films that I know that have been made for $30,000. Whereas for me, I'm like, if I had $30,000, I'd try to figure out how to make that into a feature film. And so for me, I did my first feature on a micro budget. I wrote In Search of Sunrise, which is a film that I would love to make, but it'll take an actual, budget that I can't self-fund. So I'm trying to raise the funds for that. And for that one, I did a short film to act as a proof of concept for what the look and feel and style of the actual movie would be, because in the end, that short film is, if you want to call it like a marketing tool or a pitch tool, right? So people can see it rather than just read a script, right? Because it's very sci-fi and lots of very striking visuals. And if you have no clue what I'm talking about, just in the description, I've linked to the film. The proof of concept, and just click the In Search of Sunrise link and I'll take you to all of that. But yeah, so when it serves a purpose like a proof of concept, then yeah, I'm interested in it. But as I raise funds for In Search of Sunrise, that itch is still on my back to make a feature film. And so I've started working on another micro budget. And it's funny, I want to film it in a different country and take a group of my friends. And yeah, just everyone's sort of initial reaction is like, oh, is it going to be a short film? I'm like, no. And they're like, wait, you're going to go to a foreign country to try to film a full feature? And I'm like, yeah, why not? It's like, if we're going to go, let's go. Let's, I don't know, I guess in some sense, ultimately what I'm getting at is, for me, it's just a mentality thing. Not that short films are safe, quote unquote, but for me, it's go big or go home. if I'm gonna fail, I'd rather fail at the thing I really want to be doing than just play it safe, And I've done short films for a very long time. Now I want to make films. And then eventually, as time goes by and I perfect that craft, I'd love to make TV shows, Who knows? But, that scares me because, you have to like keep a story going over like 10 episodes or whatever the number of episodes in a given season, I think for me right now, like telling a compelling story for over 90 minutes, there's a lot that goes into that. So I'm trying to, perfect that. So yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on why I don't make short films. Personally, again, nothing wrong with it. Anyway, hope this gave you a little bit of window into my thinking, and it's a benefit to you. If you have any questions or thoughts of your own, please ask away, whether down in the comment section or hit me up on social media at Svitek. Happy to converse with you, and hope to see you next time.